Hi there, Emmy O'Connor, Malibu Girl alum, and I'm here to show you how to make some pretty easy Malibu cocktails. So the first one I'm going to do is the Gimlet. However, at Malibu Grill, they like to make it with vodka, but being a gin-forward person, I prefer mine with Cardinal's Terra Gin. So I'm going to start this off with a good heavy portion of Cardinal Gin, 2 ounces, without the leaky pour. And then I'm going to add fresh squeezed lime juice with 3/4 ounce lime juice. And then next, I typically like mine a little more on the tart side, but if you want, you can do equal parts lime juice and simple syrup. I made a rich sugar in the raw syrup, which is 1 part demerara sugar or sugar in the raw, and a half part of water, and then you bring it to a boil, and then it comes out super thick. And I just do about 1/4 ounce. Add that to your cocktail. And then now comes the ice. Add the ice. Then you add your spirits and your juice. Make sure your shaker is sealed. I like to do 1 shake away from me to make sure that I'm not spilling it all over myself. And I also have my glass of choice iced down. So now I'm going to shake and then fill my glass at the same time. And smile. We're all in it together. Alright, now that my cocktail shaker is nice and cold, you can tell because it's even got some ice chips on there. Crack it, and then you dump out the ice. You can use any ice, it doesn't have to be fancy or anything. I just happened to have some extra, so I took advantage of the situation. And then, again, this is just the tools that I have at home. So I'm going to use what's a double strainer, cone strainer, normal strainer. This helps remove the ice chips, so you have more of a consistent cocktail when you're consuming. It's all about the cocktail experience. And then to add a bit of freshness, I sliced up just some easy peasy lime wheels. Just drop it in and enjoy. Cheers! Alright, next I'm going to make a Beast of Bourbon. Malibu Grill was lucky enough to get gifted this cocktail from Colin Boylini. He opened the rail back in the day, which unfortunately had to shut its doors back in 2014, something like that. Sad day. However, we like to keep the memories alive, and I'm going to make for you a Beast of Bourbon. So I've already put the Scotch rinse in the glass, so it's already chilling. So now I'm gonna build the cocktail in my mixing glass, but you can use a pint glass, you can use anything that you have at home that you can stir in. So I'm gonna take my bourbon, and this happens to be backbone bourbon. I'm gonna take 2 ounces of bourbon. Nice good pour. And I'm gonna use my rich demerara sugar syrup. I'm gonna use 1/4 ounce of that, because you don't want the sweetness to take over your cocktail. But if you like your drinks a little sweeter, feel free to bump it up to the 1/2 ounce. And then now I'm going to add a Scotch salt tincture, and all it is a really peaty Scotch, so Lefroy, Ardbeg, and salt water. And then you can find these eyedroppers. We found ours at, I want to say, Bee Foods, so they're just a couple bucks. And then I'm going to add Whiskey Barrel Bitters, V Brothers to be exact. And you can find that also at Big Red. You have to call ahead, but I'm sure they'll still have it. And then Angostura Bitters. Almost every store has Angostura Bitters. And then now I'm going to add my ice. And again, just any ice. It doesn't have to be big cubes, it can be crushed, it can be whatever. The tricky part with crushed ice and stirred cocktails is that you don't want it to dilute your drink too much. That's why bigger cubes are better, because it melts slower. So I'm just going to keep stirring, mix this guy around a little bit. And then I can start to see my glass is starting to frost up. I think just a little bit more, so probably around 30 seconds. And then I'm gonna dump out the ice and the excess peaty Scotch rinse. And now I'm gonna take, this is a julep strainer. It's typically used in just stirred cocktails, but you can use strainer. If you don't have that, maybe you can use your hand. It doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna pour that in. And then I'm gonna add my ice cube. And then just to really bring the drink together, I peeled an orange. So just take a veggie peeler, peel the orange towards you. I trimmed it a little bit to make it look pretty. And then you want to squeeze it into your glass, so flesh side down. And then just wipe the glass with it. You can even wipe like the whole glass with it so you get it on your hands. It smells good. It smells like you should be somewhere tropical. And then drop that in. And then one more. I'm going to use a little bit of lemon to add a little bit more depth. And the same thing, skin side down. Pinch, wipe wherever you want. Twist. And the only thing that I'm missing to bring this whole cocktail together is applewood smoke salt. Again, you can find that at Bee Foods in the bulk section. Pretty easy to find. So, this is the Beast of Bourbon. Cheers. Thank you so much for tuning in. I just wanted to make this an opportunity for people to see what it's like to be behind a bar and how to make cocktails at home. But we really appreciate all your support. Please continue to support local. We love you. We miss you. Cheers.